Volkswagen is presenting the new models of their smaller cars. So the Golf and now the Seat Leon, which is kind of weird because SUVs are so popular, but apparently people are still buying these small hatchbacks, which is good because, like I said, they're usually cheaper, drive nicer, and you have less of a problem with them in the long run. And I really like how this looks now. The front mask, it's a little bit more, it's a little lower here. You've got these lines on the hood, and you've got larger tires as well, 225. A spicy Spaniard with spicy headlights. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the sloped fronts, I think the Leon came out the best in terms of looks. The optional 18-inch performance alloys cost just over 600 euros. I really like what they did at the back here. You've got this brake light going the entire width of the car. Of course, the brake light is just over here, but it looks pretty good. It reminds me a bit of an Audi. You've got this overhang as well. And you've got this writing here, so you know what car you bought. And of course, for all of you hating the fake exhausts, you've got 2 of them, but at least they're a little bit more interesting because it looks like you've got 4 of them, despite the fact that you can still see the actual exhaust down here. I'm not going to lie, I like this car's behind, even with the fake exhausts. The actual presentation also showed that these brake lights apparently do light up as a whole. We'll see on the full test. The interior of the automatic Leon received the small shifter switch. It also has a digital instrument cluster, which is customizable. The infotainment system did not manage to avoid the capacitive sliders under the screen, which are used to control temperature and the radio volume. Physical climate controls? What? Yeah, that's a funny joke. The rear passengers do get a couple of physical buttons to control temperature, though. So again, this is just a short preview of the car. We'll do a proper test later on. But the first impressions are usually good with a new car because, well, it's really difficult to make a bad car nowadays. But it does feel a lot like a Golf in a way because it feels planted on the road. The steering wheel feels good. The steering might be a little bit hard, even though I have it set on comfort. It's not in sport, so I don't know about that. But I like the instrument cluster. The digital instruments are good. It's not the largest screen Volkswagen used, so this is the smaller one, but it looks pretty good and it's pretty customizable, which is nice. The infotainment graphically looks very nice, but again, everything is now on the touch screen. Everything regarding climate control, apart from the temperature, you have to do on the actual touchscreen. It's very annoying. You've got the auto start-stop system, which is on there, so you have to use it there, and it's of course in a sub-menu. It's annoying, but otherwise it looks pretty good, and it doesn't jut out that much out of the dashboard. Also, I love the look of the dashboard. It's got that SEAT straight lines, and it looks nice. Of course, you've got the shifter, which is not the mechanical shifter anymore for the automatic gearbox. Now it's the just that little knob with a switch that you move. I don't mind it really. It feels pretty good, and you know, it's all right.
The first impressions are good if I ignore all the capacitive stuff, but I'll tell you more on the actual test.